Lee, this is going to be a two-part question for you. Real quick, at a high level, what is threat hunting and why is it important? And then I'll get you the second part of that question in a second.
So threat hunting is a proactive process of trying to find malicious activity in your environment before an alert or a detection is triggered. It's important because adversaries, if an adversary is in a compromised environment, they have to achieve goals, and they have to take some certain steps to gain the information of your environment first. They have to discover, what privileges do they have? What machine are they on? Are they, how do they get to the domain controller? You name it. They have all these objectives. And basically, if you go back to those TTPs, they have their plan prepared. Now, once they're gathering all that information, they then need to get it back themselves. So if you think about C2 or command and control server communication or exfilling data, then they have to come in and actually do that. But that's where the alerts and detections happen. So if they are using a piece of malware that has a hash that's a known bad, the alert and detection will run. Or if they're, using certain syntax or parameters in the commands they're throwing, an alert and detection might be triggered. But if you don't have that alert and detection created, you may miss it. But it's just a hypothesis-driven process that you're basically saying, I think this activity is happening in my environment. Let's go look for it. And eventually, the goal is to take those hunts, be able to work them through a process and create an alert and detection based off of it so that you're closing that gap between phishing, document has been received, executed, and then ransomware. We're trying to fill that gap in between those steps.